Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing some pros and cons of air drying versus diffusing curly hair. Everybody associates diffusing and using the blow dryer with heat damage, but you probably don't know that you can potentially damage your hair just as much by air drying your hair incorrectly. So I'm going to be sharing some helpful tips on how to do both. And I do want to put this disclaimer out there that I'm speaking from my own experience and my own research that I have done on the internet. I highly encourage every single one of you guys to do your own research when it comes to your own hair health. Okay, so before we can even get started, I need to style my hair. I obviously got out the shower, so my hair is pretty wet. I'm just gonna dampen it a little bit more. And to style my hair today, I'm going to be using one of my favorite combinations, which is the TJN Rose Water Collection. I have their leave-in conditioner, their defining styling gel, and the curl defining mousse. Okay, so now that my hair is all styled, my products are all applied, we can get into the main part of this video, and I'm first going to start with air drying. So the pros and cons of air drying, because there are cons, but the pros for me is that it's a true wash and go. You can wash your hair, style your hair, and just go and let it air dry as you're running your errands or as you're doing your housework, your laundry, whatever the case may be. You don't have to sit here and dry your hair. You can just wash your hair, style, and go. That is the number one pro for me when it comes to air drying. And a second pro to air drying is length retention. So when your hair is air drying, it's just drying in its normal position. It's just hanging here. It's just loose. There's no scrunching involved that can cause additional shrinkage on top of the normal amount of shrinkage that most curly girls usually get once their hair is dry. So I used to be an air dry only type of person. I'm telling you, I didn't even own a blow dryer in the beginning of my curly hair journey because I was so against heat. I didn't even want to diffuse my hair to cause any potential damage. But what I didn't know is that I could have been causing damage by incorrectly air drying my hair. Okay, so my first con to air drying is that it just takes forever, especially if you have thicker, denser hair. It just takes longer because you have a lot of hair and there's like a lot of water there. Another con is that you definitely won't get as much volume as you would if you diffuse your hair. And for a third and the most important con that I want to mention is potential hydral fatigue. So if you don't know what hydral fatigue is, it's basically excessive moisture retention that can cause damage to your hair cuticles, leaving your hair feeling really soft, gummy, and frizzy. To avoid hydral fatigue, you really don't want to keep your hair wet for long periods of time, and you don't want to use excessive moisturizing products when you don't really need them. And I know a lot of curly girls love to style on soaking wet hair because that honestly does give you the best definition, but you have to make sure you don't leave that excessive amount of water and product in your hair that really doesn't need to be there. So the first tip I want to share with you guys for air drying is to scrunch out the excess water and product in your hair using a microfiber towel, or a cotton t-shirt will work, but you do not want to use a regular body towel because that will definitely cause frizz. So I'm actually going to go ahead and do that right now on camera. I usually just like to flip my head over and just scrunch really gently. I'm actually not going to be air drying today, so I will be showing you how I diffuse, but if I was to air dry, these are some things that I would do and also not do in order to have the best results. Okay, so first thing is don't be a statue. Don't just stand here or sit here and just wait for your hair to dry. Like, don't just let time pass you by and expect your hair to dry. You need some airflow, you need some movement. Like, go do your laundry, clean your room, do whatever you need to do in order to get your hair flowing, you know what I'm saying? Don't start going crazy and like shaking your head back and forth too much, or just like expect excessively overdoing it, but definitely don't just sit here and expect your hair to dry. It needs something. You need to help it a little bit. The next thing is try your best not to touch your hair or have your hair leaned up against a sofa or the back of a chair or any other object that may cause friction and ultimately cause your hair to be frizzy. Yeah, and then once your hair is completely dry, you can put some oil in your hand and just shake it out to get a little bit extra volume if that's what you want. Okay, so moving on to blow drying or diffusing your curly hair. I was afraid of this thing for a very long time. As I mentioned, when I first started my curly hair journey, I was literally so against tea. I didn't even have a blow dryer, and I would spend all day just air drying my hair, literally hours, because my hair was actually way longer than it is now, and I have really thick and like dense hair. So it was just literally a 10-hour wash day for me. So I've definitely grown up, and I feel like I learned over the past 3 years that using heat and diffusing and even straightening doesn't have to lead to like this huge amount of heat damage if you do it correctly, if you take steps to take care of your hair before and after you use heat on your hair. So a number one pro of diffusing, it is so much less time consuming. I'd say in 30 to 45 minutes my hair can be completely dry and nice and voluminous. That's another pro, is that I get so much more volume when I diffuse my hair, and I love it. A con though is that you'll definitely have some more shrinkage depending on how you diffuse your hair. If you like to do a lot of scrunching and cupping of the diffuser, some people like that because it comes along with having more volume, but it just depends on the look that you're going for. And then obviously potential heat damage is a con, but something that can help you with that is a heat protectant. So I am not one that uses this all the time. You guys watch my videos and you know I don't use this, but every time I go to the hair salon, I'm always reminded that I should really be using a heat protectant, because my hairstylist and the salon I go to, they always put heat protectant on my hair before they diffuse, and I actually really appreciate that. And I don't think about using heat protectant unless I'm straightening my hair, but diffusing is still using heat on your hair. So it definitely will not hurt you to use some heat protectant on your hair before you start diffusing. I'm definitely gonna incorporate this into every single one of my routines moving forward. And I just picked this one up from, I got it at TJ Maxx, but it's from the brand Giovanni, and it's a rapid blow dry shield and style spray. So now I'm basically going to get into my diffusing routine and how I like to diffuse my hair for the best results. So I generally like to start with diffusing my roots and making sure that my roots are dry before the mid shafts and the ends of my hair. I just feel like you can't go wrong with drying your roots first. So what I like to do is usually flip my head over, and I like to hover the diffuser around my head. I try my best not to touch my hair until my hair is a little bit more damp and not really wet anymore. I'm gonna go ahead and flip my head over and just hover around my scalp. So when I diffuse my hair, I like to move my head around a lot. I don't like to keep my hair in one position. If you want like the best result, I feel like just keep moving your head from side to side, front and back, just to get your hair flowing. Okay, so once my hair feels like it's more damp and not really wet anymore, I like to start scrunching my curls. And same thing goes for the scrunching and cupping method. I do it while my hair is flipped forward. I move my head side to side. I just keep that movement going. Okay, I feel like my hair is like 60% dry right now, so I'm just gonna keep hovering the blow dryer and scrunching with the diffuser. It really shouldn't take me more than like 30 minutes for my hair to be completely dry. Okay, so my hair is completely dry, and when and only when my hair is completely dry will I go ahead and apply some oil in my hands to fluff out my curls and separate some of the bigger chunks that I get from using the Tangle Teezer or whatever brush that I decide to use. So I like to use this sweet almond oil. This could be used for hair, nails, skin, everything. But another specific hair oil that I like is from Bread Beauty Supply. They have a really good hair oil and it smells like candy. But I'm gonna go ahead and put some of this into my hands. And I like to just shake out my hair from the roots. So this brings us to the end of this video, and I hope you guys learned something. I really hope it was helpful. I know I had a few people ask me like to show my diffusing routine or to just give tips on how I diffuse my hair. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. So yeah, I just want to say thank you so much. I am pretty positive by the time I post this video, I will be at 100,000 subscribers. Let me see how many subscribers I have right now. So today's Saturday, December 11th. So I have 99,969 subscribers. How many more people is that? Like 31 more people? I'm so excited. It's just crazy. I've been on here for 5 years. Like, it's been a slow road, but I'm just like been really consistent, and I'm just proud of the work that I put into this YouTube channel. So if you are not subscribed, make sure you subscribe before you go. I would really appreciate it. And yeah, I just thank you guys so much for sticking around. Thank you guys for commenting and engaging with my channel. Definitely stay tuned for more videos, and make sure you turn on the bell notification so you know every single time I post one. Also, if you have any questions from today's video or any questions in general, leave me a comment down below. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.